The following program is paid for by Main Street Living.
Hi, I'm Pastor Matthew Harrison, president of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. Starting in the late 1950s, Lutheran Hour Ministries aired a television program called This is the Life in their efforts to bring Christ to the nations. It was a critically acclaimed show that used story and drama to convey eternal truths from God's Word. And it featured actors who were just getting started in their careers. Recently, Lutheran Hour Ministries, in partnership with Main Street Living, remastered and brought to HD quality about 50 of these programs. You may notice some young actors who've become very famous. And even though the props and styles are of the 1960s and 70s, the subject matter is still very relevant. So please sit back and enjoy this week's episode of This is the Life.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mother. You still up? No, I just got in. Oh, just a movie. You wouldn't know him. His name's Phil Warren. What, did you decide? Is the party going to be at your place or at Mary's? Okay. Well, then I'll see you Saturday. No, just me. I'll be by myself. Bye, Mother.
Good night.
Pat,
In the kitchen. I just got in.
what happened to you two?
Nothing. We just went over to that little coffee shop and sat and talked.
We had a great time. We just drove around. For a minute, maybe half a minute, I thought he was going to propose. I'm sorry about Phil. I thought you might like him.
Oh, he's a nice enough guy. Just don't have very much in common.
Thanks for expecting too much. At least he's a man.
I'm not that desperate. At least I don't think I am.
Silly. You wait. He'll call again.
Melissa?
Hi, Chaplain. How are you?
Hi, Pete.
Oh, hi, Chaplain.
Hello, Pat.
Chaplain, I haven't seen you in weeks. I thought you'd given us up.
No, it's just that I feel very unneeded in the physical therapy department. Pat, the Volunteer AIDS Committee wanted to see if you could type up this report for them. I said I'd ask.
Sure.
It's kind of long. You gave an awful lot of time last campaign, didn't you?
Oh, that's all right.
Well, you think about it. I think you do more than your share around here. Well, if you change your mind, let me know, Pat.
What are you doing here at lunchtime? Showing off?
No, I'm just making up for this afternoon. I'm gonna be goofing off. My wife's coming by. Hey, you want to see the picture she took of the baby?
Oh, he's beautiful.
No, he's handsome.
No, he's beautiful.
You like kids?
Oh, yes, I do.
How come a chick like you doesn't get married?
I may someday.
See, I was wondering, well, my wife's coming by and we're gonna have dinner together. And
Pat Campbell.
Why, Bob.
What should we do? Shake hands? How are you?
I'm fine. I'm flabbergasted.
Do you work here?
Yes.
Well, now, that's fate. I went to see a doctor about my leg, and he said physical therapy, and you're here. Now, that is fate.
Oh, Pete, this is an old friend of mine.
no kidding.
We went to school together. Bob Lewis, this is Pete Harmon.
Hi.
How are you?
I thought that you were in, I don't know, in Europe.
I just got back.
I don't know what to say.
Well, then I'll say something. How about lunch?
Fine. I'll be back in a minute.
I went from there to London, and from London I went to Munich, and it was in Munich that I got started writing. I do, little things mostly. Trade magazine stuff, sometimes a travel article. It pays the rent, usually. But I hop around a lot. You know, that's fun, meeting new people. I lived in Paris a while, and then in Switzerland. Then I lived in Athens and Rome.
And now back home.
Yeah, but you know what Thomas Wolfe said? Can't go home again.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. That's just what he said.
What about the novel? You always said you were going to write a novel.
Well, that's what I said, but somehow or other I never got around to it.
It's a shame. You know, the summer that you went to New York to go to work, I thought you were coming back.
Well, I did too. I planned to come back and finish my degree. I left a lot of things unfinished. I wrote to you, you know. Half a dozen times. But I never mailed them.
Why don't you write the novel? Don't you want to?
Write about what?
I don't know.
I don't either. A real writer would, of course. I could write about how to bum around Europe for 20 years. Do you think that's bad?
I don't know.
Do you believe in time? I don't. May I see you tonight?
Oh, you do? Tell me you love me?
Would you mind?
I remember once before, when I took you seriously.
Still the same. So serious.
I suppose I am. People don't change very much, do they?
Well, I guess I'm like Popeye. I am what I am, and that's all what I am. Well, I gotta be getting you back.
All right.
I guess old Tom Wolfe was right. Can't go home again.
Hi, Pete told me about him. Where'd you go?
Oh, we just had lunch.
Are you going to see him again?
No.
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Now, what are you doing still here?
Well, how'd everything go?
Oh, I had a free lunch.
Is that all?
That's none of your business.
Oh. See, I was wondering, well, my wife's coming, and I was wondering if you'd join us for dinner.
Tonight?
Yeah. I'm leaving tomorrow.
I'd forgotten.
Well, you know, we've kidded around a lot here. We've had some times, too. I'd just like to say thank you.
I should thank you.
Why?
I'm sorry I forgot you were going to be going. I guess I wanted to forget.
Well, can you stay?
Yes, I'd like that.
You haven't got a date now.
No?
You sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Hi. There was a call for you.
Who?
Phil. I told you he'd call.
Oh, just some things for salad and cake. I have another birthday party to go to. My sister's.
Don't you want to?
Well, they're always the same. They'll all be there, all with their families.
Are you going alone?
Sure. Same old rut.
I'll tell you one thing I know. You work too hard.
Work's all right. Sometimes it's a help. It's nighttime when the demons come out.
What demons?
Oh, things in your head. Plans, memories. I remember the way I used to think it would be. You'd think after all this time I'd get used to it. I'm just a solo woman.
Pete said your old flame was awfully good looking.
There's nothing deader than an old flame. Anyway, Bob's a skylark. He never lights any place for very long. I guess you don't call a man a skylark, do you?
What about Phil? Don't you like him even a little?
You suppose I'll have to settle for something like that?
Not settle. He may not be the man, but the man is around somewhere. And to find him, you have to stay in circulation. And you might just have a little fun in the meantime. Phil said he'd call. Give him a chance. Will you? Promise?
All right.
Good. Bye.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mother. All right. Well, I guess I better if she's that busy. Oh, I'll bring the cake, too. Is that all right? No, I won't forget. Salad and a cake. No, I don't mind, Mother. All right. Bye.
Hi. Can I come in for a minute?
Oh, yes, come in.
Pat, I've been having a brainstorm, and you were the one who started it all off.
Don't you want to sit down?
No. I have a date at 8. I just wanted to come by for a minute. Remember we were talking about Thomas Wolfe? And I said, you can't go home again. And you said, why not?
Yes.
Well, that's my novel. That's my story. You see? Wolfe wrote, you can't go home again. In his novel, I write, you can. And that's what it's about. A man wanders around, he plays it living for 20 years, and then he goes home. And that's the point of the whole thing. Wolfe wrote, he can't go home again. I write, he can. And that's it. I mean, that's what it's about. You see?
I guess.
It just feels right, the notion of the whole thing. It's funny, I never really wanted to write anything before. Except, of course, when the rent was due. Do you like it?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now I'll get out of here.
Oh, well, don't you want something? I was just about to fix something to eat.
No. I just came by to tell you about my brainstorm and, well, to apologize.
There's no need.
Yes. Popeye should learn some manners. Can I call you?
All right.
Fine. Good night. And thanks.
Yes. Oh, I understand. Yes, I'll tell her.
Your turn. I had the meatloaf. It was marvelous.
It was? The regular meatloaf?
Marvelous.
If you say so. Oh, there was a message for you. Physical therapy? Yes, just a minute. For you.
Yes? Oh, hello there. Yes, that would be very nice. I'd like that. All right. 7:30 will be fine. Bye, Bob.
Oh, I didn't tell you. Mrs. Beeman called. She canceled.
Really? That makes it perfect.
What?
That makes it a perfect day.
Tell you what happened to me today. There's a publisher here in town who puts out a string of small magazines, hobbies, leisure time, that sort of thing. And one's a boating magazine. And he wants me to do a piece on a yacht harbor they're putting in down south. I'm going to fly down there for the weekend.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
Well, one assignment's not so great, but what is exciting is that they're planning a travel magazine. Big glossy book with lots of pictures. And if they like what I do, it could lead to a whole string of assignments and travel all over the place.
Oh, that does sound exciting.
Listen, I get itchy just thinking about it.
But, what about the book?
Oh, listen, that'll keep. Besides, I'll be working on it whenever I have some free time.
Seems a shame in a way.
I'm going to fly down to Newport tonight. I'll be there all weekend. Have you ever seen Newport?
No, I never have.
Oh, listen, it's a beautiful place. There's a hotel there right on the water. I wish you could come down and meet me there. You look out of your hotel window, down the beach, across the ocean. On a clear day, you can see all the way to Shanghai.
I couldn't do that, Bob.
Why not? Nobody would know. You'd have your own room. I'm going down tonight, but you could come down on Saturday and check into your own room, and nobody would need to know.
I would. I couldn't do that, Bob. Is that why you asked me to dinner?
No. Of course not. I wanted to see you honest. If you change your mind, you call me, won't you? Would you like another drink?
No, thank you. We can order now.
Pat? Pat, look.
He proposed.
Twice. I didn't even hear him the first time. He asked me twice.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful.
Oh, isn't it?
It's wonderful.
I know.
Do you know when?
Probably sometime towards the end of the year. I'm not sure.
Before Christmas.
What?
I was just thinking, I'll miss you. It'll be kind of lonesome around here.
I'll miss you, too. Oh, your mother called. Your sister's little girl has a cold, and she wanted to know if you minded staying with her tomorrow, so the others could go to the party.
Let me see it again. I didn't get a chance to really look.
It's so tiny. I love it. Pat, what's the matter?
Oh, it's just that I'm glad for you.
Probably your mother.
Hello? Yes, Mother. Yes, Melissa told me. Oh, no, I'm here. Mother? I won't be able to sit with Debbie tomorrow. No, I won't be able to be there at all. Well, I'm sorry that they're going to miss the party, Mother, but... No, but that's just the point. I do have something else to do.
Hi.
I said I wouldn't change my mind.
That's a woman's prerogative, darling. A woman's prerogative.
I couldn't decide. And then I did, all at once. I decided a lot of things. I want to be with you. I want to stay with you. $702, please. Oh, I see. Thank you.
Hey, stranger, where have you been?
Oh, around. I took the weekend off.
Busy social life, huh?
No, not exactly.
Oh, looks like I punched the wrong button.
I'm sorry. I've been trying not to talk about it, but I think I may have to.
Well, I'm a listening man.
Well, this past weekend, well, an old friend of mine, I hadn't seen him for, well, for years. He came into town and, he invited me down to Newport. So I went. And, well, I didn't know. Look, can we get out of here? Can we go someplace else?
Sure. How about the solarium?
All right. I'm sure you get the picture.
I think you can skip the details.
Well, there's one detail that I can't skip. The next morning, I found out there had been a telephone call. His wife, his son had been hurt in an accident, and there I was. I didn't want to talk about it, and yet I did. Can you understand that?
I'm glad you did talk to me, Pat. But what was it that held you back?
I just couldn't take the Jesus loves you like he loves the woman caught in adultery routine right now. You know, go and sin no more and everybody will be happy.
Is it that you don't want to be loved, Pat? Or is it that easy answers won't help you? Look, you wouldn't have told me about the weekend unless you thought I'd say something. So I will. Now, this is not a stock answer. It's the way it is. The only way you're going to feel better after your weekend is to honestly admit you were wrong and to ask for God's forgiveness. Christ has made that possible for you, you know? It's simply a matter of asking.
It's as easy as that?
Yes, it's as easy as that. And you won't have to feel guilty. There's something else knocking around inside, isn't there?
What do you mean?
I get the feeling that there's more hanging you up than just the weekend.
Like?
Like being alone.
All right. I am alone. And I think I always will be.
Pat, there's nothing wrong with being single. Sure, when your friends get married, it makes you feel, well, strange. But there's no stigma to singleness.
If I hadn't been so alone, then the weekend would never have happened.
Okay, so you took the weekend to prove you weren't some sort of freak, to give your life a little more flair. The guilt you felt wasn't just because this guy was married. God says all sex outside of marriage is a sin. Now, you can't escape that fact. But I don't think you really need weekends like that to prove your life is worth something.
I don't feel my life is worth anything.
Pat, you've helped a lot of people with your work in therapy. Now, whether you know it or not, I'm convinced that God has sent you to people like Pete and the others who found hope and happiness in the kind of love and concern you brought to them. Now, if that's not worth something, then we're both in the wrong business. And push it a bit further. If God cares enough about people to send you to them, then doesn't it follow that he's going to care about you too? And care enough to take any emptiness out of your life? If you're willing to let him.
Let him?
That's what I said. If you close the door, it's not going to get any brighter. But if you're willing to let God take over so that you can start out new again, then we're on the way to an answer. That's what faith in Jesus Christ is all about, Pat. He wants to make your life rich and full.
This is The Life is brought to you by the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod in cooperation with the Lutheran Laymen's League and is presented by this station as a public service to the religious life of the community.
You can view additional episodes of This is the Life on the Main Street Living website. Thanks for watching, and join us again next week, same time, same channel, for another episode of This is the Life.